Fear, anger, doubt, and sadness grip hearts. People wander lost, unseen, unheard. But even the smallest light can break the shadows. One word, one act, one courage-filled step. It can guide a soul, it can change a life. Will we stay in the darkness or shine the light of God for those who cannot see it?
I don't think I can do this. Every time I think about talking to them about God, my heart races. What if they mock me? What if I make a fool of myself? What if I fail and everything gets worse?
Why should we even try? Everyone ignores the truth. The world is full of people who don't even care. People who cheat, lie, hurt each other. And the ones who try to do any good end up being disappointed. Why should I risk myself if nothing ever changes? I want to believe, I want to have faith. But how can I be sure God is really there? I've prayed, I've asked, and then nothing seems to happen. How do I know it even matters when I try to help anyone else?
I feel like it's useless. All around me, people are lost, lonely, hurting, and I don't know what to do. Even if I wanted to help, I wouldn't know where to start. I feel so small and powerless.
That's exactly why we must act. Darkness is real, yes, but God's light is stronger than any fear, any doubt, any sadness. If we hide our light, those who are lost may never find the way. But if we step forward, if we shine, even the smallest light can guide someone out of the dark.
Jesus said, "You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father." This isn't just about being polite or nice. It's about being bold enough to show Christ to others, to help them find the light that saves.
But my life is so small. How can what I do even make a difference? One person can save anyone, right?
That's where faith comes in. One person's courage, one act of love, one word of truth can make all the difference. Think of Moses, one man leading a nation through the desert. Daniel, alone in the lion's den, faithful to God. And God used him to reveal his power and glory. One person's light can save a soul.
Look, the darkness is real. The fire is real. Souls are crying, lost forever, because someone stayed silent. Some knew the truth, but rejected it. Some never heard it. Some trusted their own deeds, but it was never enough. Without Christ, there is no escape. Every moment we wait, every life we ignore, risks eternal separation.
I heard about Jesus. I knew the way, but I thought I was smarter. I chose my own path. Now it's too late. The fire, the pain, the darkness. I can feel it consuming me.
I never even knew. Nobody even told me about Jesus. I thought I could find my own way, but now I'm trapped. I don't understand. Why did no one show me the light?
I've always tried to do the right thing. Help people, be kind, obey the rules. I thought that was enough. But I see now, it's not enough. I can't escape this. This is why we cannot stay silent. Every friend, every classmate, every family member who does not know Christ risks eternal separation from God. I didn't realize. Their souls, they could be lost forever.
I questioned God. I doubted. But now I see lives are at stake. We cannot wait. We cannot hide. Jesus is the light of the world. Every word we speak, every act of love, every prayer, every invitation to salvation shines light into the shadows and can lead a soul out of hell.
This is urgent. Hell is real. Souls are at risk. We have the responsibility to raise the flag of Christ, boldly proclaim His truth.
We are lost. Please show all my loved ones the way. I want them to be free.
We will. God can save everyone. One light can lead many out of the flames. But we must act now.
In the midst of darkness, in the reality of lost eternity, God has always raised voices, voices that stood for His name and warned the world before judgment came. Even now, their testimonies echo through time. Listen as they step into the moment.
I am Noah. In my generation, sin filled the earth, but I obeyed the voice of God. When the world mocked me, I stood for God, and He saved my family.
I am Abraham. I walked into the unknown because God called me. Every step was faith, not sight. I stood for God and He kept every promise.
I am Daniel, and I bow to no king but the living God. Even lions could not silence my devotion. I stood for God, and He shut their mouths.
I stood alone on Mount Carmel against false prophets, yet God answered with fire from heaven. I stood for God, and the people saw His power.
In the darkest days, there were lights that refused to die. One faithful life can shake a nation.
I am Peter. I preached the love of Jesus in Jerusalem, and 3,000 souls believed in a single day. I stood for the gospel, and Spirit gave me boldness.
I am Stephen. Stones were raised against me, but I preached Christ till my last breath. I stood for the gospel and I saw the heavens open.
I am Paul. Prisons could not stop me, storms could not silence me. I stood for the gospel from city to city because Jesus Christ has reminded me.
I am John. Here from the exile of Patmos, I proclaimed His love. Jesus is the light that shines forever. I stood for the gospel and testified of the word of life.
The witnesses of the past speak, but now the call comes to us. What will we do when souls around us are slipping into darkness?
Without Christ, we are lost in darkness. But through Christ, there is forgiveness, life, and eternal joy.
The cross is the way out of darkness, sin, and eternal fire.
He died so that anyone who believes in him may be saved. Just as God used the various people in the Old and New Testaments, He can use each one of us. Our courage, light, words, and prayers can lead someone to salvation.
I hid behind silence. I'll fear stop me from sharing the gospel. But if I stay silent, my loved ones may face the same darkness. I must lay aside my fear and lead them to Christ.
I wasted my time in arguments and bitterness. But what is my anger worth if my friends will eternity? I must let it go and bring him to Jesus.
I doubted myself, doubted my calling, even doubted God's power to use me. But if I stay silent, my neighbors may remain lost. I must put aside all my doubt and proclaim the gospel.
I let my hurt silence my witness. But what pain compares to eternity without Christ? I must let it go so others may find him through me. This is the call of heaven and the warning of hell. From Noah to John, from lions' dens to prison walls, from prophets to believers now. Stand for Christ, preach the gospel, before the scene of hell repeats in the lives of those we love.
As per research, a person needs to hear or experience the gospel around 7 to 9 times before they personally respond in faith. This doesn't mean that God can see someone the very first time. Of course, He can, but statistically and behaviorally, a person moves through a process of understanding, questioning, and conviction before committing.
Raising a flag doesn't mean holding a cloth or a pole. It means making Christ visible to someone who has never seen him. Every word of love, every prayer, every testimony, it is a flag planted in someone's heart.
Evangelism is a process, not a single moment. Most people need to hear or see the gospel multiple times before they respond. Each encounter, each conversation, each act of kindness is a flag.
First flag could be, he hears a colleague say, I'll pray for you. Second flag could be seeing a Christian live his or her life differently. Third flag could be someone gives him a Bible. Fourth flag could be he watches a Christian testimony online.
Fifth flag could be a friend invites him to a Christian concert and he hears a song about Jesus.
Sixth flag could be a sermon stirs up. Seventh flag could be a crisis makes him sing prayer.
Eighth flag could be he joins a Bible study and starts asking questions.
Ninth flag, he finally understands the message of grace and gives his life to Christ.
Each interaction was raising a flag, signaling God's work in his life through his people.
You might raise flag number 1 for someone, or flag number 4, or flag number 7, but your faithfulness can make the difference in their journey.
Step into your schools, your home, your workplace, or your neighborhood. Raise the flag of Christ boldly, consistently, and faithfully. Every conversation, every testimony, every invitation is a spiritual flag in someone's life.
Shine the light, we will raise the flag of Christ, we will guide the lost to Him. Matthew 9:37-38. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers in his harvest. Every flag you raise is a part of God's harvest.
Raise your flag, shine your light, be a faithful laborer, bring someone to Christ